Hi everyone, my name is Zahra. I'm Indonesian, yes, I'm coming from Indonesia. I'm a public health graduate, having just graduated this August, with a focus in epidemiology. My interests lie on non-communicable diseases, including coronary heart disease and type 2 diabetes, as they align with my thesis. My bachelor aim to boost my portfolio in research. I'm a research assistant right now. I spend most of my time in the lab. Well, when it comes into peace, I do really think that peace is actually more than the absence of war. It's the presence of justice, security, and also well-being in society. And as I mentioned earlier, perhaps in my speech, that peace is about building the world where the differences are respected and every person on this planet has the opportunity to live with dignity and also with a purpose, like equally. When it you the idea that how the conflicts of war started and how it ends, I think conflicts and war often start due to misunderstandings or competitions over resources, for example, or deep-rooted differences, including political, ethnic, and religious tensions, for example. And when the communication breakdowns and people stop seeing each other's humanity, I believe that small disputes, even can you imagine, like small disputes can escalate into larger conflicts. And not to mention that misinformation and also fear can also fuel the tension that can lead to the war as well. While on the other hand, I believe conflicts and war typically end when parties are willing to negotiate, find common ground, and also prioritize peace over victory. And I believe this can happen through ceasefires, for example, diplomacy, and also even peace agreements. But at the end of the day, we know that the ending of a conflict is not only about the stopping the violence, right? It often requires reconciliations, rebuilding trust, and also addressing the underlying causes that can lead to the conflict. To simplify it, I think I would like to speak based on my country and also my experiences as an international student back then in Lithuania in 2023, because I believe it will be feel like more credible. First, based on my country, to maintain peace, one of the key approaches to creating open discussion and also community dialogues. Because one of the rising issues in Indonesia currently is conflicts related to the constructions of places of worship, which I believe challenges the peace itself. So yeah, I believe the community dialogues plays a significant role here, because they allow us to engage in finding solutions together. And yeah, with the open communications, misunderstandings can be prevented, and sensitive issues can also be resolved before they lead to unrest. And the second idea that comes to my mind would be based on my experiences as an international student back then in Lithuania. I think cultural exchange plays a big role as well in creating and also maintaining. I do believe that when you share your culture and learn about others, it challenges misconception, also stereotypes. Instead of relying on assumptions, I gain a clear and also more accurate understanding of each other's background, which I believe can reduce the fear or mistrust that can lead to conflict. Well, luckily, I haven't personally experienced war, as I live in Indonesia right now, which is currently at peace. However, I deeply sympathize with those who live in a conflict zones or area affected by genocide. I can only imagine the eternal traumatizing hardship and also pain that come with such experiences. Unfortunately, our action may seem small, but they can contribute to significant positive changes, I believe. For example, one of the least we can do is raise awareness on social media about the realities of war and genocide. We can also educate others and put pressure on the governments or the organizations to act. And another approach would be supporting the boycotts of companies that benefit from conflicts and genocide. I believe that this form of economic protest can send a powerful message by hitting where it hurts the most, which is profits. While it may not end conflicts immediately, but it adds to the growing call for accountability and justice. Well, I personally got to know about the current war, still to genocide, mostly through social media. I spent a lot of time like on social media right now, including Instagram and also X, or like formerly Twitter, which keep me updated on everything that happened in the world. I also read lots of digital news every day. Not to mention that some of my friends on social media are also very active in creating informative Instagram stories about the current situations or simply how to boycott, for example. And I believe this allows me to learn a lot from them on daily. I'm fully aware about peace education. I've ever heard about it, and as far as I know, peace education refers to a process that promotes the practices of peace, conflict resolutions, and nonviolence. I believe it aims to equip individuals with the skills and also knowledge to prevent conflicts and also foster peaceful relationship with anyone. And I first came across peace education during my involvement with international organizations like ISAC and through various international conferences as well. I also encountered peace education in my community initiative during my time as an SEN student in Lithuania. And yes, these experiences exposed me to different approaches to teaching and promoting peace, including conflict solutions and also understanding diverse perspectives. Well, at the end of the day, we know that peace education will, role in building resilient and also resilient community and harmonious society.